All right, let's jump right in. Today, we are going to break down the simple but super powerful things you can do to make your Microsoft Word documents accessible for absolutely everyone. Think of this as your personal guide to digital inclusion, one doc at a time. I want you to think about your document a little differently. Don't just see it as a file. See it as a place, a storefront maybe. And then ask yourself a really important question. Is the front door to your digital store open to every single person who wants to come inside? Because really, that's what this is all about. An accessible document, it's like a store with a ramp. It's a thoughtful way of making sure everyone can get in. But an inaccessible one, well, that's like a shop with nothing but a steep flight of stairs. It just creates a barrier. It's that simple, and it's that important. Now, if you're thinking this is maybe a niche problem, I want you to take a look at this number. 74.9%. That's how many documents in a recent major study failed to meet even one single accessibility standard. This isn't a small issue, it's practically the norm. But, and this is the good news, we can totally fix this, and we can start right now. So let's really get to the heart of it. Why does this matter so much? Well, it all boils down to one critical idea: digital inclusion. Document accessibility just means designing your stuff so that people who use assistive technologies, like screen readers that, read text out loud, can get around and understand it just as easily as anyone else. It's really about giving everyone equitable access. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Well, it all starts with the document's blueprint. We've got to build a solid, logical structure right from the beginning. And listen, this is probably the single most important thing you can do. Forget about just manually bolding text and making the font bigger. The real key is to use Word's built-in styles for your headings. This is what creates a true, navigable structure that a screen reader can actually understand. And it couldn't be easier to do. You just highlight the text you want to make a heading, you go up to the Home tab, and in that Styles gallery, you click Heading 1 for your main title, Heading 2 for your subsections, and you get the idea. And here's why that makes such a huge difference. A fake heading, one that's just bold and big, it might look like a heading to us, but to a screen reader, it's just a random bit of text. A real heading, made with styles, becomes a landmark. It actually creates a navigable map of your whole document. The exact same idea applies to lists. Don't just type a little dash or a number yourself. Use the actual bullet and numbering buttons on the toolbar. This gives crucial info to screen readers, telling them, hey, you're in a list, and there are 5 items here. It's such a small click for us, but it has a huge impact on comprehension for others. Okay, so our structure's in place. Now let's talk about the content itself. Because an accessible document isn't just about the hidden code and structure. It's also about making your actual message clear and easy for everyone to understand. Here's a quick little checklist for you. Keep your sentences short, use an active voice, try to avoid jargon, and for the design, just stick to simple sans serif fonts. Think Arial at 12 points or bigger. And always justify your text to the left. That uneven right edge actually makes it much easier for our brains to read. Now let's talk about images for a second. It can be awesome, right? But what happens if you can't see them? What does a screen reader actually see when it bumps into a picture in your document? Well, it sees something called alternative text, or alt text for short. This is just a short written description that you provide, and it gets read aloud by the screen reader. It's basically your way of describing the image to someone who can't see it. And here's the difference in action. Bad alt text is just the file name, which is totally useless. Good alt text is descriptive. Instead of image 123, it's a person with a laptop sitting at a sunlit desk. See? Now everybody gets the same context. The same logic works for hyperlinks. A link that just says click here gives 0 information. A screen reader user who's just jumping between links will hear click here, click here, click here over and over again. But a descriptive link, like read AbilityNet's full guide, tells them exactly where they're about to go. So much better. I know, this might feel like a lot to remember, but you're not on your own with this. Microsoft Word has this fantastic built-in tool to help you out. Let's talk about your final check. And here's the best part. You don't have to be some kind of expert. Word's own accessibility checker will scan your document, it'll flag any issues, and then it tells you not only why you should fix them, but it actually shows you how to fix them. And here's how simple it is to use. You just go to the Review tab, click Check Accessibility, and a panel just pops open with a report. It'll list out any errors, like missing alt text or those vague hyperlinks, and it will walk you right through fixing every single one. Seriously, make this the very last thing you do before you ever send or publish a document. So, let's bring all this home. What's the big idea here? What's the main takeaway? Really, it's about changing how we look at our documents. This quote just nails it. A document might look fantastic, but to be truly accessible, it has to work fantastically, especially with the tools that people rely on. Function is every bit as important as form. And that brings us right back to our storefront. An accessible document is so much more than a file. It's a welcome mat. It's a really clear signal that you've thought about your entire audience, that you value their experience, and that your digital door is open to everyone. So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. After everything we've talked about today, what's one thing you're going to do to make your next document more welcoming for every single person who opens it?